Shah. Yahweh Shem Shah. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
It is God that girdeth me with strength, and maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon my high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by mine arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath holden me up, and thy gentleness hath made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. I have pursued mine enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them, that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. But thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued unto me those that rose up against me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. May Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's peace be bestowed unto you, hopefully elect, because we are definitely, surely, without a shadow of a doubt, going to need that divine intervention directly from the throne of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But hey, surely it's going to come. Meditate on a lot of things, dealing with the spiritual power, man, because one thing the head brothers in my camp often reiterate to the brothers, and this is a mindset that I've been had, because it's just one of those things where, of course, you say this confidently and faithfully, but it is a thing of enduring it to the end. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he's brought us through so much. He's carried us all this way, and at this point, there's no reason to doubt Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. At this point, there's no reason to think otherwise, other than victory, other than the state victory mindset. There's no reason to think outside of that. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai hasn't given us a reason. So, with all that being said, just as far as the mindset when it comes to Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose, like it says in the book of Job, being saved by the skin of the teeth, roughly paraphrasing, because as the scripture said, the righteous shall scarcely be saved. I always say brothers are going to have a lot of oh shit moments, close calls, and things of that nature. And with that being said again, man, because it's easy to think worst case scenario, but that's what's beautiful about it. And like I said, my head brothers, and I've been had this mindset, because just thinking, just being in a negative woe is me mindset, it really weighs you down. It really weighs your mind down, and in turn it'll weigh your body down. You find yourself, you do yourself more justice when you just think positive, when you think about the goodly things of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because that's what's to be expected at this point. Slakia. But that's what's to be expected at this point. All right, expect the good things from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, the goodly things. Here it is. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he came through and whooping our ass. He came through and putting the curses on us, dragging us through the mud. But it's time for the elect to win. Whoever they are, it's time for the elect to win. All right, and like I said, of course, it's a thing of confidence, not cockiness, because we're definitely on the right track. So like I said, at this point, man, there's no reason to think otherwise. All right. But like I was going to say, just Because truth be told, we are in the worst case scenario, but that's what's beautiful about it. All right, being in the worst case scenario, this is why we're gonna need the power. Well, somebody's gonna get the power. You know, you just gotta ask yourself, why can't it be you? You're serving Yahweh Bashim Shai in sincerity and truth. Why can't it be you? Because somebody's bound to get it. These other Israelites, they don't believe in the spiritual power. It's fairy tale, whatever the case may be. But that's all cool because, like the scripture said, their incredulity, it doesn't affect our faith. Somebody's bound to get it. Somebody's bound to get it. And I just can't help but to think, man, again, we're going to need it. We're definitely going to need it. You know, certain brothers such as myself dealing with bodily ailments, you know, breaking down and things of that nature, man. You know, it's rough out here, but hey, that's just all the more reason why we're going to need that power. All right. Someone's bound to get it. You know, this past Sunday's fellowship, we ended up watching this movie. What's this called? 40 Acres, man. And it was a very heavy spiritual movie. Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom getting together. Right. You know, it was supposed to be this post-apocalyptic setting, of course. But the thing about the movie is, man, Esau, man. You know, Esau. Man. And I couldn't help but to think, watching that movie, again, we are going to need that power because Esau, and they showed you that in the movie, this movie 40 Acres. Esau, man, he's a real cunning, conniving bastard, man. I'm gonna grab this real quick before I ramble too much. And again, Esau shows you this. He shows you this in this movie. Bear with me. I'm going to go to this here in Psalm 17. I'm going to start at verse. Man, the whole chapter is pretty good. Matter of fact, let's just start at 1. Let's just, Lord willing, we read the whole chapter. I got time. Psalm 17 and starting at 1. And the heading says, prayer for protection against oppressors. And Esau, again, he's getting ready to come down with that great wrath like we've never seen before, man. You know, Esau with his technology. You had the one Jake in the military, because you got Jake talking shit against the United States president. All right, the president of the United States talking shit against the United States military. And you had the one Jake in the military, man, hey, talking about, hey, man, to you Jakes out there, listen, you have no idea what Esau's capable of. And that's just what we know about. All right, hell, that's what he knows about. Whatever intel he has, whatever he's seen, that's just what he knows about. Because Esau, he's got some shit, man. And I mentioned this before about information that's coming out. It's still coming out. You just had this 9/11 anniversary, all right? But not information still coming out about how they use certain technology to actually, you know, take those buildings down, all right? You know, certain technologies that we're just finding out that we're just hearing about, like those direct energy weapons we've been hearing about over the past few years. You know, Esau's been using this shit. Esau's been had this shit, man. So Esau, he's getting ready to come down with that great wrath, man, like we've never seen before. And it's all right, because it just means that, hey, sooner the left hand makes that move, the right hand is going to get exalted, man. All right, so, you know, this is why brothers have the faith and the spirit of just, hey, come on with it already. We don't know how this shit's going to play out, but hey. Psalm 17 and 1. Hear the right, O Yahweh, attend unto my cry. Give ear unto my prayer that goeth not out of faint lips. So you see, man, hey, man, here it is again. You got Jake's Israelites walking around here thinking they don't need Yahweh Shema Shai, thinking that they're saved, thinking that they're in the kingdom, and all these other things. But hey, to those of us, Lord willing, we're all of that number. All right, Lord willing, we're all that number. Hey, we need the Lord, man. All right, we need the Lord. It says, let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me and shalt find nothing. I am proposed that my mouth shall not transgress. And like I said, serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in sincerity and in truth. You know, we've got nothing to worry about. All right. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of oh shit moments. Yeah, we're still in the flesh. The flesh is going to react a certain way when certain adversity comes in. But that's the beautiful thing about it. We have hope in adversity. We have comfort in the discomfort. All right. There is hope in the adversity. All right. So serving Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in sincerity and in truth. That's why it really is the thing of just a faith. You know. It says, concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy paths, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thy ear unto me and hear my speech. And don't be surprised, because you know this thing of ours is only going to transition from glory to glory. All right, faith to faith. You know, don't be surprised, man. And again, if anything, expect it. All right. High expectations when it comes to Yahweh Shema Shai. There's nothing wrong with having high expectations, but just remember what that is going to. It requires higher faith. So expect it. All right. You're going to be, you know, praying on things in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, and hey, prayers are going to get answered a lot sooner. Damn near on spot. So get ready for it. It's coming. It says, show thy marvelous loving kindness, and extreme favoritism is about to be bestowed unto the men of Yahweh Shema Shai. Extreme favoritism. O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from the deadly enemies who compass me about. And do we not see this taking place now? From the food, all right, from the actual military force, all right. Do we not see Esau encamping about us? It says, from the wicked that oppress me, from the deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. Man, this guy's talking all type of shit, man. Your boy Trump. Talking all type of shit, and changing the Pentagon to the Department of War. You know, Esau, I can't say he's going get ready to declare war. He's already declaring war. Declare war against you tribes. It says they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. So, like I was saying, going back to that movie, 40 Acres, man, it shows you the sneakiness and craftiness of Esau, man. He just sitting back and watching time and shit, man, like a lion lurking in the secret places. And also tells you that in Psalm 10. And that's why, man, it's really going to be a thing of Yahweh Shema Shai really being with us, man. Because, man, this is what Esau's doing now. He's sitting back. He's lurking. He's watching. He's collecting data. All right. I just uploaded the video on my backup page. You know, I pretty much use that my backup page to, you know, just upload little short clips here and there. And as always, I post the links to all the backup channels in the description. So I believe it was the latest clip that I posted on my backup channel, man, just going into, you know, Esau surveilling and watching. You know, he just waiting on the moment to strike, man. Psalm 10 and 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor. When he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. So you see, again, man, Esau, he's sitting back and he's just waiting to strike. He's just waiting for the opportunity, really, when Yahweh Shem Shai says so. All right, because as it says in that Psalm 17, the wicked being the sword of Yahweh Shem Shai. And as I always say, Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to let this pit bull off the leash. And Esau, he's about to wreak havoc. So, with that being said, hey, we're going to need that power, man. We're going to need that power. All right? Brothers are getting ready to do incredible things that they've never done before. In the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's why I'm gonna grab this. Yahweh Shem Shai, he's constantly reiterating throughout the scriptures, man, hey, fret not. Don't worry about nothing. And again, we have the mindset, hey, we can't, hey, go do what you got to do, Esau. We can't wait. Because as I was saying before, instead of being in our mindset, well, damn, what if they lock me up in a concentration camp and torture me to death? Well, what if you get spiritual power? You know, I remember I had a dream, and I believe it was a vision, because I don't get dreams. And the very few dreams that I do get, I don't remember them. So the ones that I do remember, hey, I take it as a vision, Lord willing. This particular dream I had some years ago. I remember it like I just had it yesterday. I was strapped down, man, and it was something like straight out of a horror movie. You know, these men in all white, right? The latex gloves, the weird looking goggles, and shit like that, man. And I remember there was a screen. It was an all white room. Everything was white. And I remember there was a TV, a little TV monitor, and it would basically switch to the next camera angle. You know, and it's pretty much, you know, I was just watching that shit, you know, just because I was strapped down. So, you know, that's all I had to look at. And these dudes, man, they were about to torture me. They had the little tray, you know, they had all the little tools and shit, you know. And next thing I know, I'm looking at that TV screen. I'm looking at that monitor as it's flipping to the next camera angle. All of a sudden, I just see a bunch of people running. They're just running, and it was like those zombies off of World War Z. Yeah, with the Brad Pitt World War Z, those type of zombies. They were just running through the halls. All of a sudden, and those scientists, they were about to torture my ass, and you know, they freaked out. And the next thing I know, hey, I broke out that shit. The next thing I know, I had spiritual power. You know, just to get to the point, I had spiritual power, man. You know, and I ended up breaking out. I got the spiritual power, ended up breaking out, ended up flying. There was another brother in the gym. I don't know who the brother was. It was another brother. All right, another brother. He was flying too. We were flying right next to each other. You know, so hey, brothers getting ready to do incredible things, and these are the things to be expected. It only makes sense, man. Yahweh Shema Shai, he not going to allow all this to happen just for us to you know, lose in the fourth quarter, man. No, it's time for the elect to win. So brothers getting ready to do incredible things that they've never done before. All right, remember, with Yahweh Shema Shai, everything is possible. Anything is possible. All right, mind you, man. Hey, the invincible God that created the visible. So just let that sink in. All right, just that alone is very deep and powerful. The invincible God created the visible. All right, the invisible God created the visible. So hey, we're getting ready to do some incredible things, man. All right, so expect it. All right, like I said, the Lord is constantly reiterating to, hey, man, don't worry, fret not. All right, be still. Right, just chill. Right, these are all things that we're learning as of now, man. You know, hey, like I said, this thing of ours is only going to transfer, you know, from glory to glory. It's only going to go from glory to glory. All right, Yahweh Shema Shai, every day on small levels. You know, the Lord's delivering us. The Lord be delivering brothers out of little jams and things of that nature. How much more when it comes to the big things? You see, So that's why in Lamentation is 3. Lamentations 3. I'm going to start at 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. So as I always say, every brother is a walking testimony. Look at who you were, where you were before the truth. Look at where you're at now, and look at where you're headed. You see, and a part of this journey, hey, brothers getting that spiritual power, man. Like I said, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's not gonna just leave us here for all hell to break loose. And like brother said, hey, you know, the Lord ain't prank calling brothers. You know, the Lord ain't gonna forget about his men. You see, and that's the thing about a father, man. You know, he puts you through shit, makes you do extra chores and things of that nature, because hey, the gift that he's got for you, hey, he can't wait to give it to you. You see, you know, we're used to looking at the Heavenly Father as, you know, just some bully, but nah, man, Yahweh Shema Shai, he can't wait to you know, give us the good things. Like I said, it came through a whooping our ass. Well, hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, our power, our Father, he's a just power. All right, he's a just power, man. All right, we didn't go through all this for no reason. He didn't carry us this way for no, you know, just for, like I said, man, just to prank call brothers. You see, so I always say, no one wants it more than the Lord himself. So the Lord can't wait to show that side. He can't wait to give us the good things. All right. It says, they are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. Like I said, we have hope in adversity. We have comfort in discomfort. All right. The Lord is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. So you see, all right, in immediate danger, immediate death. Granted, some brothers are going to be martyred, but some brothers are going to get their heads put on that guillotine just to get that power, just to get the spiritual power. You know, these are the things that we ought to meditate on, right? Getting strapped down, they're about to torture you, and then boom, you get that power, man. You know, you and your family, got your family backed into a corner. Well, hey, in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, boom. This is the stuff I think about all the time, man. I catch myself off the times watching a lot of, because I'm a Marvel fan. You know, I catch myself a lot of times watching those, you know, just clips, man. You know, certain clips, Marvel clips, you know, the superheroes and things of that nature, man. And just picturing myself, putting myself in that situation, and just, hey, man, just back as against the wall. That's why we are prisoners of hope. Hope against hope. When it looks impossible, hey, like the scriptures say, in weakness the Lord shows his strength. Right? There's another one in Wisdom of Solomon. And when people think that the Lord, I'm gonna grab that, I don't know, butcher it. Just when you think it's the end of the line, hey, that's when the Lord shows up. That's when the Lord shows his power. But it's just a matter of, hey, wait. You know, wait till we gotta wait till the last millisecond. I think that's Wisdom of Solomon. You know, just when you get to that point where it's just like, damn, I'm through. Hey, again, man, Yahweh Shema Shai, he didn't forget about us, man. He's not going to forget us. We just gotta wait. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. So you see, man, and hey, we're the only ones not counting Yahweh Shema Shai out. All right, we are the only ones not counting Yahweh Shema Shai out. These people, they're betting against Yahweh Shema Shai. But hey, to those of us, man, hey, all we got is Yahweh Shema Shai. All chips in on Yahweh Shema Shai. So hey, when it manifests, hey, like I said, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's getting ready to show extreme favoritism to his elect man, his precious jewels, man. Remember, hey, you elect brothers, Yahweh Shema Shai, he looks at you more precious than gold, fine gold, man. So hey, you're special. All right, you're special to the Lord, man, and he ain't forget us, man. And he's not just gonna leave us here to prank call us, you know, leave us here hanging. Nah, man. Like I said, man, you know, brothers dealing with health issues and all type of shit, man. We're gonna need that power. We're gonna need the power, man. So I think, you know, I love to meditate just on how's the Lord gonna do it. Even now, like I said, you know, little things here and there, check engines light might come on, whatever the case may be, man. You know, shit happens in your personal life. It's like, God damn. But instead of being in that woe is me spirit, like, damn, man, what am I gonna do? You know, all right, shit. I rub my A's like a rub my hands together like Birdman. All right, Lord, how you gonna do it for me this time? How you gonna do it? How you gonna do? You look forward to the salvation. You look forward to that deliverance. And so much. Hey, me personally, I give thanks even before the Lord delivers me, because I know He's gonna do it, dog. I know He's gonna do it. It's just a matter of waiting. That's always the hard part, is waiting. The Lord's already got the details worked out. All right, it's just a matter of waiting. That's always the hard part. So I get in the habit of thanking the Lord in advance, because I know He's gonna do it. I know He's gonna do it. You know, but hey, the power's coming, man. All right, the power's coming. Esau, he's getting ready to come in like a flood. But hey, that standard is getting ready to be lifted. All right, in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, brothers are getting ready to do incredible things that we the world has never seen before. All right, things we can't even imagine. Well, hey, put your imagination there to the best of your ability. All right, the Lord's getting ready to do it on the behalf of His men. So, Lord, willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully elect.